Oh, oh, that maybe like sympathetically feels so uncomfortable. No more, it's Joinen, and welcome back to Troom Troom. Wow! The what? The very surprising version of Troom Troom. And we've come back here. We have had a look at this channel before, but we've come back here because I found that 2 months ago they made this video. If objects were people. Troom Troom, wow, is imagining a world where objects were people. And in the thumbnail, we have a woman. In the thumbnail, we have a woman who's being used as a frying pan. You can fry an egg on those abs. They're so hot, is I think what they're trying to say. I don't know. But there's a woman who's being literally objectified. It just seems so hilarious. Let's go with Troom Troom and imagine this world where women are objects.
Imagine how hard it must be for the objects around us. What a hard life.
Oh, what? Oh, this is gonna be so weird. This is already gonna be so weird. The opening shot is this bloke getting licked as if he were a lollipop. Side note, what do the Americans call lollipops? Because I know that you guys call it candy, not lolly. Do you call it a candy pop? What's the word for it? Or do you just call them lollipops? A sucker. Don't tell me you call it a sucker. There's no way you call it a sucker. Okay, everybody's saying lollipop. So that means whenever I'm like, oh, lollies, and everyone's like, what? Lollies? Oh, lollies? You talk about what, anime lollies? You guys actually know what I'm talking about because you call lollipops lollipops anyway. So you guys do actually know what a lolly is. You just pull on my leg whenever you're getting all caught up on the fact that it's called candy and not lolly. Because the whole point is that it's a lolly on a pop. You pop that little lolly on a pop and you pop it in your mouth and you got a lollipop. Anyway.
At the supermarket, collect your groceries and bring them to the cash register. This is where the cashier takes over. Thousands of products go through the scanners in one day. Those beeping devices.
Oh no, we're gonna get a human scanner.
Poor scanners.
Poor scanners, guys. Poor scanners.
They do all the work. Every second, they are getting something in their faces. And if the barcode is blurry, the label gets poked right into their eyes.
This is so much weirder than I thought it would be. Troom Troom's already pretty weird. This is just weird. They just don't care at this point. I don't know. They just lay a woman down and call her a barcode scanner. We'll shove some meat in her face.
When the stationary scanner isn't working, the manual scanner gets picked up. His life is hard too. This whole thing looks like torture.
Okay, well, you said it, not me. I don't know, Troom Troom, you're the one paying these actors to be literal objects and then saying it looks like torture.
No one even says thanks to the scanners. Why do customers only thank cashiers for their work?
Okay, Mary Kondo. I appreciate the sentiment. Every object has its own, a soul or something, including the human scanner. The human scanners have feelings too, guys. Like, seriously. You take them for granted. You're always shoving stuff in their faces. Think about how that makes them feel.
With Badminton, you are guaranteed a good time. It's a very fun game.
Okay, yeah, true. We can agree on that. Love a bit of badminton action. Oh no. Is he gonna be a bat or a shuttlecock? And just pre-warning to all the YouTube watchers at home, you're about to see these chat guys go nuts. They're about to be like, shuttlecock? What's a shuttlecock? It's called a birdie. It's called a birdie. We've looked out before. They're interchangeable. It's a shuttlecock and you're allowed to call it a birdie.
But it seems like it's not even the player that's doing all the work. It's the birdie.
Okay. Jeez. Even Troom Troom. It's an Australian thing. It's not an Australian thing. It's shuttlecock, also called bird or birdie. There you go. Bam. It's in the name. That's what it's called. The name cock originates from 1570s England when badminton first became popular. It is frequently shortened to shuttle. The shuttle part of the name is derived from its back and forth motion during the game. All you guys too scared to say shuttlecock are just immature. Grow up. It's called a shuttlecock, all right?
All they know is hit him as hard as they can. Not the best job in the world.
It's not the best. It's also not the most fun form of badminton, might I add. The whole fun part about badminton is that you just feel like The Rock. You feel like you got these massive guns. You just go boop, and the shuttlecock goes boop, and then it slows down and then falls down slowly, and then it feels like you're in slow-mo, and you're like, It's so much more satisfying than like hitting a ball because it feels like you got so much power. Just hitting some dude on the head, it's not gonna have the same effect. What's the difference between badminton and tennis? Well, I'll say it. It's the shuttlecock, baby. Isn't the only difference, but it's gotta be the main difference.
And there comes a moment in every birdie's life when he decides to run away.
Classic
it's better
birdie.
to just wait here and then see what happens.
He's clearly actually distressed. Do you see him shaking? He's kind of messed up. It's a little bit messed up. None of these objects seem to be enjoying their jobs at all.
But you can't fool experienced players that easily. I can't wait for autumn when they finally forget about badminton.
People don't play badminton in the autumn. I don't know. I think a dedicated badmintonist badmintons all year round, despite the fact that it may be autumn.
The salad's ready. And then the fork comes into play.
That's weird. That's weird. It's a little bit weird that he just like makes a salad and then just puts a whole bunch of salt in the middle of the salad. Wait, we're about to get a human fork? We're about to get a human fork?
That's what it could look like. If the fork were human, you definitely need a long manicure.
I don't know if I'm allowed to be watching this. This seems a little bit too sensual, maybe?
But sometimes even an experienced fork can let you down. But she always helps you take the smallest piece off the plate.
This one's definitely been the weirdest one, at least to watch. I feel like I'm third wheeling with this guy just eating his salad. Also, like, gross, right? Like, gross. Eating food off someone's fingernails. People's fingernails are probably like one of the dirtiest parts on their body, surely.
And what she truly loves is when the owner starts picking his teeth with her.
Ah! Troom. I don't know if I have ever been this distressed by your content, okay? Look at... Troom, no. Just no. This is one of those situations where it'll come out in like 5 years that the director or whatever, whoever's like behind these Troom Troom videos, all the actors will come out and say that it was a bit of a sketchy workplace. And they'll point to the videos and be like, yeah, so you see this one? We kind of didn't want to do this one. That's a joke. Probably for legal reasons, that's a joke.
Hey, come on! This isn't what I meant for! Ew! Are you done yet?
The fact that she didn't want him doing it makes that so much more disturbing. I just don't know what to make of this. Who even picks their tooth with a fork? Whose teeth are so far apart that they could even pick their teeth with a fork? It's almost like they just wanted to include that for some reason. Unconsensual toothpicking. That's what's weird about this. The weird thing about this is that they're kind of saying like, if objects were people, they wouldn't consent to any of this. It's kind of like they're saying like, yeah, you ever think like if the objects that you use in your daily life were people and they could prefer you not to do those things that you do, but you just still did them? Wouldn't that be a funny thought? Let's make a whole video about that.
It's time to have a beauty night.
Oh no, not a face mask. How is that even gonna work?
What could be better than doing a face mask and relaxing?
Oh no.
Just imagine that this mask is an experienced beautician who knows exactly what your skin needs. Her hands gently massage your skin.
Okay. Whew. Okay, good. Okay, this is fine. I feel like this already exists. I feel like this is normal.
Your wrinkles and dark circles can't resist. They disappear as if they never existed. And of course, the result is amazing.
Okay.
It's a pity you have to say goodbye to your beautician so soon.
Oh.
Looking forward to our next session.
I guess, turns out, if you had to be an object, a face mask is the way to go. A face mask, it turns out you can still have a fairly fulfilling job and not live in dread.
You definitely need a pump to install a pool on the lawn.
Oh no. We're just gonna get someone to blow up the entire pool. I mean, sure.
You think Kevin's doing all the work?
Oh no, don't tell me he's gonna like stand on the person though. Look, if it's just someone who just sits there blowing the pool up, then whatever. But if he's about to get his Chelsea boot all up on him, I don't...
The pump is the hardest worker here.
Yeah, they had to make it a little bit weird, didn't they? They had to make it weird. They couldn't just get someone sitting cross-legged on the lawn blowing up a pool. They had to like get some woman in like a yoga outfit.
He's the one who has to work under such
Being literally pumped.
aggressive pressure.
All the objects are women? No, all of the objects are women except for shuttlecocks.
After this, I hope they don't wake me up until next summer.
It's messed up. What I will say to you guys is that we had to cut out some of that. We had to cut out some of those motions. I'm sure you can imagine, but purely for demonetization reasons. It just wasn't...
Sometimes the washing machine gets stuff that shouldn't be there at all. This accidentally forgotten bill, for example.
Okay, the washing machine... Look, I know they're gonna come up with some way to make this weird, but realistically, a human washing machine is just someone at a sink. It's someone at a sink with some clothes and they're washing the clothes. That's all. We don't have to get freaky with this. I don't even know what they're gonna come up with.
He miraculously survived.
What? Wait, he's not the washing machine. He's the pants. He's being the clothes that go into the washing machine. He was the bill? What? That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean he was the bill? Why would he be a bill?
After such a stressful day, he deserves a special place in the wallet. And the owner didn't even feel sorry for him.
He's the bill! No, he's an object. No, you guys, no. I've got it. He's not the pants. He's not the bill. He's an object sitting in the pocket of the pants. Because that's what they were saying. Like sometimes you leave a pocket and that's why they're saying, oh, he also deserves a spot in the wallet. He's not the bill, but he's sitting there with the bill. He's one of the objects in the pocket of the pants. That's what it means if objects were people. Yeah, he's a little bit of lint. He's a little bit of lint.
What if you don't have a napkin to wipe your hands after a delicious dinner?
I don't know. What? I guess you wipe your face with someone else's hand or?
Well, you'll have to improvise. Use a bill instead. For example, it's not a good idea. Being used to wipe someone's hands doesn't feel great. What's wrong with you? Why don't you appreciate me?
Wait, he is the bill. He's still the bill. He is the bill. I've gone back on it. He's still the bill. Now he's $100 bill. Someone is wiping their greasy, dirty hands and face with a $100 bill. Jeez, that person must not own an electric scooter.
Annie clearly needs to work on her manners. It's a good thing there are nice waiters who will protect any tip in their wallet. But he won't enjoy it for long. Here's another case of financial abuse. Polly doesn't really care about the cash that gets into her hands.
We're still going on with this bill thing. It seems like they got this giant $100 bill and they're like, okay, we're gonna get our money's worth out of this costume. Let's put in like 3 or 4 with the guy being in the bill.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm your income. Don't get me dirty.
I don't understand, because every one of these, it's like him being a napkin. Why wouldn't he just be a napkin?
Cotton candy is a favorite treat from childhood. Even adults can't resist such an amazing treat. But why torture cotton candy like that? Tearing off one piece at a time?
Well, that's distressing. That's a distressing thought. Every time you take a little bit of cotton candy, you're just tearing off someone's bangs.
It was so beautiful, light, and sweet.
It sobs.
And eventually, the cotton candy will take its revenge. It'll start to stick to your hands. So hard, you won't need any more sugar.
What? That kind of just felt like words, but all right. Someone just said cannibalism. I don't know if eating someone's hair counts as cannibalism. Does it?
Shopping carts at supermarkets work all day. Try to survive that kind of stress. And a woman's purse is the least of your problems.
They're trying to be real weird with it, but a human shopping cart is a guy with a bag. It's just a bag. Just someone walking around with a bag. You just put the things in the bag. That's it.
Perhaps we should put a warning on every cart. Don't throw your groceries into me. It hurts. And especially when some shoppers crash into everything.
It must be so weird being a Troom Troom actor. Like being this guy, going into like an actual store to film this. What are we doing today, boss? Well, we're gonna sit you down on a skateboard and you're gonna wheel around as if you're an actual shopping cart. And you're gonna be like holding like cat food in your mouth and stuff.
And the frying pans in the kitchen risk their lives for the good of their owner.
Here we go. Thumbnail moment. We're about to use someone's wicked hot abs as a frying pan.
They are always putting something on you.
Ooh, that's not how you do it. That is not how you crack an egg. Who cracks an egg like that? Who just holds the egg outright and just gives it a good whack with their biggest knife in their kitchen? Oh! Oh, that maybe like sympathetically feels so uncomfortable. Could you imagine what that would feel like? Just someone cracking an egg into your belly button?
With salt and pepper. And the hot stove is not much nicer either.
Yeah, top tip, put your salt and pepper on after. You don't have to put your salt and pepper on while you're cooking. Pepper will lose a lot of its flavor if you cook it while it's hot. You want to put the pepper on afterwards. Salt, some people say that the salt will like break down your eggs or whatever. Who really cares? But I just think it's better to put it on afterwards. Who knows? Maybe even if you've got some like thicker, coarse grain salt, you can put that on top, get a little bit of that crunch, which you're not going to get if you put it in with the pan.
So you have to spray oil and sizzle. I wish these amateur chefs would turn the fire down.
At least they didn't show the part where they like oiled up her belly button.
Looks like medieval torture.
Ooh.
Yeah, and now they are going to dip me in cold water. Ah, help!
We're about to waterboard her. Oh, they didn't show that. They didn't show the part. They didn't show the waterboarding scene.
The towel in the bathroom has the dirtiest job. You are hanging on a hook all the time. And from time to time, you are humiliated. Your owners have been wiping their wet hands on you.
I don't have to think about this. I don't want to have to think about the fact that I'm humiliating my hand towel every time I dry my hands. I'm going to be picturing this every time I dry my hands from now on.
No, don't start shaking me.
Oh,
I'm already
gosh.
nauseous. Stop it.
Oh.
I can't even imagine what a foot towel has to endure.
Oh, just sobbing. I just hate the fact that all of these objects hate their job. They're always left crying after they've been used.
Did you like our sketches about
No. Don't even ask. Just don't even ask. I feel bad for the scanner. The scanner? The scanner did not have the worst job. There were plenty of worse jobs than the scanner. I love objects where people, you still should make them. I like the face mask. It made me so relaxed. I like the shopping, by the way. I am from the Philippines. Yo, I love this episode. Episode makes it feel weird. Episode makes it feel like there is like a general canon and everything is actually happening in the Troom Troom universe. Including these objects that just have to get around, absolutely hating their life. Why am I so weird? Oh, Autumn Plays. Honestly, top 10 questions that science can't answer. I honestly don't know why you're so weird, but you really are. You're actually like so, maybe the weirdest person I know. Can you please make if objects were people? Because I watch it all and again, please make more. They did make the video. Whatever. Wait. No, wait, what? This is the most questionable part of the whole video. Only after watching. If objects were people, / or alternative title, funny situations we can relate to. Who is relating to this? Who are these people? Who are these objects people? Anyway, if you want some of this lemon carton merch, which, may actually be a person that hates its job, just don't think about it too much. You can get some of that in the description below. It's got a cute, sweet, little cute lemon carton on it. And come and follow me over on twitch.tv/Joinen, but on Twitch, where we stream the recording of these videos live every weekday. And I will see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you for watching my video, but now that it's done, please watch another one.